actually start the game. Ooh, what have we here? Okay, so we are the Ardent Mages, and we have a dragon tree and a river. And what's this? Just sandstone swirls. Let's turn the yields on quickly. We've got rumbling stones as well, so we could settle directly on the dragon tree. We would have good production, medium food. Not the highest science, but not the worst. Let's quickly split people off in case there is something better. Alright, we've got the mineral rich anomaly and a life tree in here too, so this is a nice looking region. If we settled here, that'd be 1, 2, 3 burrows to get over here, a fourth and a fifth. Maybe we would never actually grab the life tree, but let's keep wandering around. Alright, and the Garon, what do they give us? I think that's the centaur type people. Alright, so if I want both the anomalies, I'll probably settle directly on the dragon tree then. Yeah, that seems like it'll be fine for us. And we'll go Founders Memorial, of course, and Research. Let's go grab the mint, and go grab these runes. Dirty dust. And we can drop a science pillar. Let's see. Where are we going to expand to next? There's no over there. I guess we'll drop this over here. Although if we want genomic labs, then splitting up the science would be good too. Yes, this is looking like a good start, and thanks for letting me know that the audio is fine there. Kesbar and Larson, yes, a very nice start. Alright, so we want to parlay with 2 villages. Let's switch that over then to grab Language Square. And we're going to get that in 2 turns. We can do some parlaying then. I think these guys are pretty weak, the Warlocks, so we'll want to group them up fairly soon, and we're right beside... what's this? A new hero equipable item weapon, eh? The lighter... Oh, is that just the end of our... Okay, we're right beside the... or very close to the orange player. The orange player is Scotterday. And we can turn the yields off for now. Alright, well let's have a quick scout over at this region here in case we need to race for it. And Ratibor has already left the game. That's disappointing. Yes, it's a nice start. I don't know if it's like an amazing start. It's not a bad start, certainly. Got some nice yields. If we look at our totals, they're all fine. We have some decent dust here. But compared to Wildwalker starts, our production is fairly low. Though a 4-turn Founder's Vault is perfectly fair. Okay, there, Retobar is reconnecting, good. And we'll have Language Square next turn, and we can start the parlay party. Let's see, we've got the necrophages right next door with the forager. We probably... Well, we do want to get some good scouting information in, but we also don't want to risk losing anyone. We can get away with one retreat without any problem. There's a hero, they'll probably meet up and try to beat us up. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but we'll get a retreat in. You can only attack a unit once per turn. After it retreats, it's immune for that turn, so we don't have to worry about fast clicking there. 5 glass steel. Some more villages to parley with. Definitely want to parley with the one within our territory though. And yes, it looks like we're going to be chased down here, so if we can run away, we will. Anywhere back to our territory will do. Yes, we can be friends, but not when you converge on my hero like this. But yeah, the necrophage. Definitely have to worry about early aggression from them. But yeah, we'll run away before they can do anything too devious. They certainly don't have enough influence to declare war, so we're fine. We'll go parley with these guys. Step 1. Too many chiefs. Definitely not a quest we're going to fulfill. And these guys should go hunting for a camp here. Alright, what do these guys want? Parley. Rumors of rogue troops nearby. And we have our new quest here. Colonize the region of Andarin. Andarin. Right to the north here. Interesting. This looks like another good settle spot. And alright, our hero's already moved. We can queue some up, something up after siege storage. Let's go get resource extractors online. And we'll keep an eye on what Scotterday does. If his units wander to the south, maybe I don't want to wander to the south with my hero just yet. And if there are wandering armies from this quest, we do need to recondense our armies. But getting information on the map is also very important. Extremely important, actually, because losing your armies is so critical. Attacking where people don't have their armies becomes extremely important. So you want to know where your nearest neighbors are and who their neighbors are, just so that if you get attacked, you can tell their neighbors that the other neighbors, I should give these people names. So let's say Scotterday attacks me. If he does, it's good to know who his other neighbors are, so that I can tell them to go and attack him, and thus he'll be punished for moving his army away from defense to offense. But I can't do any of that if I don't know where people are. Alright, so up next, let's go grab the mill foundry, 3 turns. That'll be fine. And we'll just go over here to parley. Find the monsters at the unspoiled ruins. Way over there. And it looks like that we've got a hint of green. The hint of green is Ratibor. And just to the south is blue. So we have already 3 neighbors. This is going to be a little crowded. Blue is Prop Buddha. Interesting. Alright, so we know who we could potentially get to. We know who's each of these neighbors are, and a Marine probably will want to run away from that. Let's see, yeah, we just met Ratibor there. And so this is the one aspect of the game that does require some simultaneous clicking. Whoever, like, if he clicks faster, he could potentially get an attack off, and I don't think I could win a fight against a Marine here. Although, they don't have their Holy Resource active yet, so it wouldn't be that bad of a fight, especially if I were to go and equip my hero and go back and kill him. It's just one Marine with no hero. So that, if we wanted to get some early experience and weaken one of our neighbors, however, our closest neighbor is Scudder Day, so if we wanted to weaken someone, it would be Scudder Day. So if we see one of his units wandering around on its own and we think we can beat them, that's exactly what we'll do. Now, have we discovered all of... Okay, we have glass, steel, and titanium in our territory, and nothing else remains undiscovered. We haven't explored these last few hexes there, but they don't contain any resources, luxury or strategic. Alright, 30 dust there. We get enough to reach level 2. What do we want to do with this hero? I think the initiative boost is what we want, but we'll go up the longer way. Although, improved search on runes, do we really want? The extra garrison slots is fairly useful, but not necessarily early on. Increased defense value on units is also not bad. And I think we're going to be done searching runes for a while now. The hero... Alright, let's go down the longer way, because I do like having the extra defense more than some more loot on runes, or the greater chance of successful searching. Alright, what do we have here? One Dakari Ranger, and that is Paul. He could potentially attack our hero, but I think our hero would get reinforcements from the Warlock there. And no one's going to be declaring war on us yet, so as long as we stay within our territory, we're definitely safe from any surprise attacks. So we have gone and met everyone. We'll have the hero go and inspect these runes for some extra experience. And yeah, it's probably time to group these people up. The quest for this was to go and look at those runes. And we'll probably need... well, we'll want to settle something up here first. We don't really have exciting anomalies here. And meanwhile, the necrophage is wandering into our territory. Forest rivers do give good food, good production, and then we can pick up a little science over here. But that's not really that exciting of a spot. Alright, the hero will wander over here to search those runes. We'll get some experience, maybe something nice. 3 dust. And then these guys will go over this way to... okay, so the necrophage have left. I want to see what's over here. I also want to group my people up. Ah, we've got another dragon tree. Alright, so if you settled over here, it looks like there's either titanium. That blue does look like titanium. Titanium and a dragon tree, a bit of river, some forest. We could settle right there. We do have a quest for that, after all. Alright, and with neutral armies running around, we'll need to assign our hero before he moves and attacks us. And yeah, with neutral armies out now, we're gonna have to clump our people up. Alright, do I want to get seed storage or a settler? Let's get to work on a settler here. And switch on over to production. Hey, Altered Carbon, I assume you wanted to join in one of these Tuesday night fights? Alright, so if the Minotaurs do attack, we already have our hero assigned, plus we should get reinforcements from the militia, if not also this other zealot. So I'm not too worried about that. It would be easier to do the quest, although the runes that these guys want us to search are pretty far away. Alright, we'll deal with these Minotaurs and send our army over this way. We'll need to retrofit our zealots before they go, so we'll just toss on some armor and some sharp sense. And then as for our hero, does she need any gear? Sharp sense might be nice, but I might want to save that dust. We have a quest item, costs a whole bunch of glass steel, so that's not getting equipped. Alright, we'll leave the hero as is. And while the turn timer is ticking down, let's have a look at the scores. For whatever reason, we are leading on score, which seems a little bizarre. We haven't done anything too crazy. We've got an Empire plan to set, and our guy is under attack. Alright, as far as this goes, do I want more units right now? No, I don't. Let's just pump the science and deal with this attack. Alright, so this is in our favor, but we don't have any reinforcements, which is surprising. Alright, so these are the spells that we have. Right now we have the Incantation of Defense, plus 5 defense in a circle of 1 tile for 2 turns, and Incantation of Haste, plus 6 attack, radius of 1 tile for 2 turns. Well, I don't think we're gonna need that. Those guys do go first though. Let's pull back. Can we start in the city? These guys have how much movement? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back even further. Alright, so our hero casts slow. This guy could go and stand. No, he'll just deal his damage, that's fine. But we could lose a zealot here, which wouldn't be good. Yep, we did. Losing units early to minor factions is bad. At least our hero gains some experience. We'll have to build ourselves a new unit, and we'll retrofit the one that we have remaining. He'll be just a little stronger. Alright, and we'll explore the region where our settler is heading first. We should probably queue something up after this. We'll go glass steel, seed storage. Okay, so the seed storage finished, and so we do have the food bonus there. And our settler is done as well, so go and pop him out. Run over this way. So the only anomaly that I see is this dragon tree, which does give us a mix of everything, plus an approval boost. The yields around this area are pretty nice. We could settle there. But there's also some nice stuff down here. Settling by the dragon tree does get us a little more science though compared to this spot. Alright, so we did take a hit in our military there. Scott Ardent has the much higher military value. Certainly a little concerning. We can't stray too far from home. We are leading on research, which I think is standard for the Ardent Mages. This was when we kicked out a settler. Paul kicked out a settler sooner, and Scholar Day might have kicked out a settler right away. So you can tell when their food drops to 0 what it is that's going on. And our booster here boosts trade routes, so that's not going to be too relevant for us. Alright, let's go grab the Empire Mint, and then the Titanium Extractor, and then a Warlock. I'm not in a rush to build burrows because there's nothing I really want to expand to. The Mineral Rich would be nice, 1, 2, 3, but that would take us 3 burrows. That's going to be quite a lot of production. Let's see, Temple Runes. Okay, so we only need to investigate those Temple Runes, in which case I'd rather get the Warlock sooner so that we have an army to actually take on whatever we find at those Temple Runes. Alright, for the sake of science, we'll settle over by the Dragon Tree. And yeah, the Necrophages have already settled this region here, which puts them into direct contact with ourselves and Prop Buddha. So yeah, we definitely need to settle this region before it gets snatched up. And we want to get the Ateshi Zealots online too. But we're probably not going to build any out until we have the alchemical alloys. Seems fine. So we might only get away with settling 2 cities on a map of this size. I think, I didn't check before we left, but with 6 players, Prop Buddha would have set the map size down to a 4-player map. We could go for the city center upgrade, but that's a lot of production to build the 4 boroughs, and I'm not in a rush to do it right now. I'm not sure what the Ardent Mage main quest line is, so if that does require leveling our city center up to a level 2, then I'll probably do it. Okay, so settling that city. Drop that right there. I didn't use the Emerald Booster, and our next quest is for to pacify. We need influence for 5 turns. Is that 3 influence for 5 turns? Or 5 influence for 3 turns? 3 influence for 5 turns. Alright, so once we pop the new citizen, that's what we'll do. Fuel Foundry, Seed Storage, and an unknown resource somewhere here. So now let's pull back, complete this quest, pick up the Zealot, and then explore the rest of our region. We've got some demons wandering around our territory. They're always tough to deal with. Let's see what their stats are like compared to our Zealots. 156 life, 40, essentially 40 attack and defense, and 40 damage, 31 initiative, versus our Zealot, which has 110, 50, and 30, lower initiative, but significantly more damage. So these guys do pack a punch. Up over to score again. Let's see, Ratibor is in 2nd place after us. I'm not sure why we have such high score here. And, Military Scholar is still right up there. We're going to be rebuilding our army. Scholar is expanding very rapidly. We're leading on techs. Let's see, food-wise. No one else is pumping out any settlers, from what we can tell. Or, well, the sharp drop to 0 gets hidden once you have one expansion up. Since then, the expansion is making food while your capital is making settlers, or vice versa. Okay, production, and yep, that's fine. We'll switch one guy over to influence to pacify these guys. And let's double check those quests. Okay, so we've got our main faction quest, which is to explore the more distant runes. And then we have... Okay, so the main faction quest is to explore these runes, and the pacification quest is to explore the more distant runes there. Alright, we'll do the main faction quest first, since these runes are closer by, and then we'll head over to the other runes. Hey Echelon T, we did roll the Ardent Mages. I don't know too much about them, other than those Ateshi Zealots do area effect range damage, which is pretty powerful, but that they can be beaten by the Draken. But apart from that, I really don't have much experience playing them. I know that they have these special pillars which you can place, and that cost dust, and likewise you have spells that you can use in combat that also cost dust, but I have yet to use either. And I guess there are texts that we can research. I guess while we're waiting, let's go read more about this faction. Alright, pillars and spells. Arcane Authority is one of the pillars. I don't know. I guess that's cool. I don't really know how powerful these things are. We've got a dust booster, an influence booster, and the spell associated is a defense booster or a damage booster. We've got a food booster or a life booster spell. We've got arcane pillars, +1 on arcana. These seem like texts that will boost our arcana. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to look over while people are taking their time on their turns. Sometimes that'll be us, so I certainly don't have any complaints there. And yeah, we'll group up our army here and attack. Search the runes. Ooh, 2 new Ardent Mage units. That's a pretty powerful main faction crest reward. And 15 wine. Cool. Whoa, and we get Ateshi Zealots right off the bat? I wonder if we had waited on that quest until we had improved our Ateshi Zealot profile. So, for example, given them armor and things, would we have gotten... Okay, we don't even have the tech yet, so I wonder, though, if we had delayed that and had given them a better profile, would they given us the base vanilla Ateshi Zealots, or would they give us the upgraded, more expensive Ateshi Zealots that we have the unit profile or unit design for? Anyways, wow, that's really powerful. Alright, so extractor, we can go for the burrows going over towards the mineral rich anomaly. And after the mill foundry, we've got something queued up there. Okay, fine, end turn. And we're still waiting, although that's about to end. I'll only go and read some more of our main faction stuff when someone's in a battle, because then I know that will last a little while. Yeah, that was a sweet quest, but it's good to know for future, if we can really take advantage of that. And we should, before we leave, we should probably go and attack these guys. Just because we don't want our our capital city getting sieged down while we're gone. And it's good experience. Alright, so, of course we'll put the zealots in the front, protecting our mages. Are they all called? No, the warlocks. Zealots in the back, warlocks in the front. And the hero can push forward just a little as well. Well, the hero's support. These guys have chain lightning, so we don't want everyone to be right beside each other. Yeah, that's probably fine. They can move forward as need be. Alright, now our people are grouped up, but we did kill that guy before he could act, so less of a problem. And he goes first, so there's no point in splitting our people up. We should kill him with this one shot here. Ah, nice, critical failure. Perfect. And I guess that was some sort of a free retaliatory shot on our warlock. No, it doesn't look that way. Alright, another level. Let's get our way over towards practiced strike, so that means can observer. Apply that. And there's nothing else we need to assign. All our movement is spent. Alright, so let's swing over this way. Check out these runes. We are surrounded. There is potentially one more region we could settle to the south, or we could stick on 2 regions. Let's see, how is our production looking? Industry. Paul is way ahead, but we are in second, at least amongst the 4 civs that we've met so far. Alright, so after those borough streets, we could push out one more zealot. And here, let's grab the Empire Mint and the Titanium Extractor. Although, what are the yields for the water here? Pretty basic. We could pick that up with a borough instead of an extractor. Well, we'll think about that after the Empire Mint. But if we do, then we'll probably want aquaplavistics. And since we do have the rivers, we might want to get that anyways. No, we'll pick that up with an extractor. And then we'll build the burrows over to the river. And then if it does turn out that we can't settle a 3rd or 4th region, we will level up some of these city centers. Okay, it's winter, which means it's going to take us even longer to get over to this spot, which means we might just want to go and pacify that village by force. But we are saving some production by doing that. It's probably not worth what we're saving. Alright, so no settler. We got another warlock, but I don't really want him. So we'll slow that down and pump science instead. Attaché Zealot. Picking up aquaplavistics at some point would be good, but I think we're going to go right in here, grab alchemical alloys, maybe imperial highways, and maybe even the diplomat's menace, and see if we can get a peace going with 1 or 2 of our neighbors. Alright, so we've got a fight. We have a certain amount of time for deployment. That warlock probably doesn't want to be right at the front. But otherwise, oh, this looks fine. Yeah, that'll do just fine. No contest. the terrain really worked to our advantage there. Alright, so this is good. We want to level up our units and heroes as much as possible. And another tech that we want to grab, we'd like to grab another hero, so it depends on, well, let's go grab alchemical alloys, and then after, if we have dust left over, after retrofitting, we'll go and buy a hero. So we don't need to unlock the mercenary market just yet. What kind of special abilities does our hero provide? Good question. But we'll go decide on our tech first. We'll grab alchemical alloys. That's going to take us 3 turns, and then we'll decide on another tech next. It's still winter. We want to make our way over to those runes. Don't know if we want to go into blue territory just yet. And why is this camp glowing? Do we have a quest for that? I'll have to check that out. But yes, so first, Echelon T. Our hero for our governor has a science boost. We have a damage boost, and we can cast a spell to have the movement on units when we deal damage there, and we can also buff our unit's attack power. So yeah, that all sounds very useful, and plus we do 75 damage with 3 range. So all in all, definitely a nice hero to have. Alright, so what are all these quests? Monsters at Unspoiled Runes, that's those over there. And then Shock and Awe, oh yes, that's right, we're going to go shift this over to Influence to fulfill the pacification quest there. And Ancient Paths, start the search at this ruin. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of quests that will have our armies running around. And once the alchemical alloys finishes, we'll start researching, or we'll equip that stuff to the Ateshi Zealots and then start building them. So, do I still want the science boost, or is it time to start pumping units? Let's stick with the science boost for now. I'm not planning to declare war, but we are going to be pumping Ateshi Zealots soon. Do I want more dust or more production? The thing is, if I pump an army right now, I am not going to have the dust to pay for that. Let's just stick, we won't use all of our influence, and we can go for an even bigger empire plan next turn if need be. Alright, so what is the quest in this region anyways? Alright, let's stand over here. And parlay. Oh, this is the Too Many Chiefs quest. Ah, oops, that's why they were glowing. I did not mean to give them dust, but I did. That was a mistake. Well, that's just the way things go when you play games later in the day. Alright, we could build on another burrow here. Alchemical alloys. We'll put at least a turn into a burrow. And we do need to take care of these. Ah, we've got orcs here. The Hernas. That would be something good to assimilate. Yeah, at least 2 Hernas villages. 3 Hernas villages. That would be really good. Okay, so we definitely want to fulfill that quest for them. We get the dye extractor online. Search these runes. Ambushed. We get 80 dust if we survive the attack from this one Arpuja. We could manual that, but I want to make sure nothing goes terribly wrong. Although he can just fly around us. Nonetheless, this seems fine. Circle attack. Maybe we want to spread our people out a little. Alright, so we got a bunch of dust, and the next, Nydia Village, Parlay, Titan Bones. Search that, and keep going. Alright, so there's the Nydia Village. Parlay with them. And one turn until alchemical alloys. These orcs need to be dealt with. The one zealot there is not going to be enough, so we'll have to wait for our army to get back. Or, what we'll do here, up next we're going to go grab the mercenary market. And then the armor. And we're under attack from somewhere. Let's see, where is that? These are Puja. Alright, I don't care about them. What I want, though, is the zealots up with glass steel slowdown or unsteady. Let's grab slowdown and tier 2 armor. And do I want sharp sense? Yes, I do. Apply that. And then we'll want 2 zealots in front of the burrows, and we're going to switch over to production. Alright, that's what we wanted. Now we've got this fight here. Deployment. Hiding in the forest is actually a fine plan. And we can shove the hero up front and split these guys up so we don't take quite so much damage from those circle attacks. Alright, so that was dealt with. We could drop a city somewhere in here. Let's see. Let's look at what the yields here are. 2 anomalies here. Low on production. Not really the most exciting region, but it is another city for us. Trapped, 15 emeralds. Reward pacification. Alright, so another fight. Ready that fight. We do have everything queued up. No, we don't. This city needs a construction project. Ateshi Zealot here as well. Alright, so deployment orders. These guys out in front, but they do have the chain lightning, so we'll want to split up our friends ever so slightly. And yeah, you can boost damage there. But yeah, that all seems fine. Oh no, did we lose one of our zealots? Yes, we did. Alright, let's just make sure he dies. Bit of chain lightning. Alright, so we lost one zealot. We've pacified the orcs. That's good. And so now we have a whole bunch. That was their pacification quest, wasn't it? Oh no, that was our own territory. Okay, these guys have the influence pacification quest, which should be done soon. Parlay here. Titan Bones. Transcendent Rod of Verda. A whole nother army of our Puja, and we're getting weakened. Alright, but first, is there anything I need to set? No, we're just pumping Ateshi Zealots. These guys have the circle attack. But, should we spread these guys out a little? No, I think they're fine as is. And here, focus fire. Kill that guy. Or kill that guy, and then kill this guy. The spells cost dust, and I guess if it's a choice between losing units and spending a little dust, we should definitely use the spells. I don't feel like we need to do that just now. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of cool stuff. No longer any minor factions in your empire. Pacify factions. Alright, let's pop over here. Search these runes. And go grab some more reinforcements. Alright, so we have a whole bunch of rewards that we need to look at for or when we have more time.